Hi children, in previous video we started with comparing quantities and the first thing is ratio, and we discussed three properties of ratio, and now we are going to compare ratios. Okay, ratio itself is it's about comparing quantities. We started with comparing elephant and bear. In another slide, if I compare elephant with cat, I will get two ratios, isn't it? Is it possible to compare these two ratios? Ratio of weight of elephant and bear is one ratio. Another ratio is weight of bear and cat. It's another ratio. Can I compare these two ratios? Yes, of course, we can compare the ratios by converting in them into equivalent fractions. I already told you every ratio can be written as fraction, isn't it? So now we are going to see how we are going to compare ratios. Let us compare the ratio 12:1 and 80:3. Now I can write 12:1 as 12 by 1 and 80:3 as 80 by 3. I have to convert them into equivalent fractions. How will I convert it? I should have same denominator. So the LCM is 3. If I multiply by 3 in the first fraction 12 by 1, I will get 36. Isn't it? Here I have already 3. So I don't need to multiply with any number. It means I am multiplying by 1. So 80. So which is greater? 80 is greater compared with 36. So this ratio 80:3 is greater than 12:1. So I have compared two ratios by converting them into equivalent fraction. Hope it is clear, children. Now see what is equivalent ratio, that is equivalent fraction. Now I am going to talk about equivalent ratio. While comparing ratios, if the like fractions are equal, in previous slides we had greater than. Suppose if it becomes equal, then I can say these two ratios as equivalent ratios. Hope you understood the difference between equivalent fraction and equivalent ratios. Now let us see whether the ratio 352:8 and 444:10 are equivalent. As usual, I should make them into equivalent fraction. Only then I can compare it, isn't it? So first I write it in the form of fraction as 440 divided by 10. Can I simplify this? Yes, of course. 1 8 is 8, 4 8s are 32, carry 3, again 32 I have, 4 8s are 32. So I got 44 by 1. Here also if I cancel in 10 table, I get 44 by 1. So both the ratios are simplified to 44 by 1. Both are equal. After converting them to equivalent fractions, they are equal. Therefore, these two ratios are called as equivalent ratio. Don't get confused with equivalent fractions and equivalent ratio. After converting them into equivalent fraction, I am comparing. Equivalent fraction is just a procedure to compare ratio. Okay, I am converting these fractions. See, 352 by 8 and 440 by 10 is converted to equivalent fraction. We take LCM between 8 and 10 now. The same procedure, but here the terms are very simple. So I cancelled it and I found that they are same. So these two ratios are called as equivalent ratios. Hope it is clear. Now another one more important thing, proportion. If two ratios are equivalent, we say that they are in proportion. If two ratios are equivalent, the ratios are in proportions. We use the symbol double colon equal to B. Here in previous example we wrote now 352:8, 440:10. So these two are equivalent ratios. So I can say they are proportional. See, this is the symbol. How to read this? As. This is read as. As. See here in the last line it is given. It is read as 352 is to 8 as 440 is to D. This is how I will read it here onwards. I will not say place double colons. We will read it as 352 is to 8 as 440 is to 10. Hope it is clear. This is stated in general. For numbers A, B, C, D are said to be in proportion if the ratio of the first two is equal to the ratio of the last two. That is, A is to B as C is to D. This is how we have to read this. Okay. Okay, children. Now, here is an example for you. This is Richard. This boy is Richard and this girl is Amanda. He bought 3 pens for $6. Okay. And Amanda bought 10 pens for $20. Okay. So now I am going to compare the number of pens Richard bought and the pens Amanda bought. So what will be the ratio of the number of pens purchased by Richard to Amanda? It is 3 is to 10. See, that is what it is written here. 3 is to 10. Now if I write the ratio of their cost, 6 rupees and 20 rupees. It is 6 is to 20. That is the ratio here. If I simplify this ratio, 6 by 20, cancel it. 3 2s are 6, 10 2s are 20. I get the same ratio 3 is to 10. See, number of pens and their cost ratio. Both the ratios are equal now, equivalent ratios. So I can say they are proportional. Amanda and Richard bought the same kind of pen, okay, of the same cost. That's how we can compare. And similarly, a next example is the cost of 2 jeans. 2 jeans pant is $60. Okay, how many t-shirts are there? 5 t-shirts are there. What is the cost of 5 t-shirts? It is $15. How will I write it in ratios to compare now? Yes, I can write the ratio of the number of jeans to the number of t-shirts. So 2 is to 5. That is what is written here. Then I can compare their cost. $60 is to $15. Now if I simplify 15 and 60 by 15, I will get 4 is to 1. See, 3 5s are 15, 12 5s are 60. And 1 3 is 3, 4 3s are 12. I get 4 by 1. That's how we got this 4 is to 1. Now are both the ratios equal? 2 is to 5 and 4 is to 1? No, they are not equivalent ratios. So they are not in proportion. They are not in proportion. So you may get a question. Check whether the given ratios are proportional or not. You have to simplify those two ratios and check whether they are equal or not. I will tell you about another method in tomorrow's class, how to check whether they are proportional or not. Now let us practice about these equivalent ratios alone. Okay children, and here is one more thing. A map, this one you can take down in your classwork note. A map is given with a scale of 2 centimeter is equal to 100 kilometer. While drawing graph, do you remember we write a scale now? 1 centimeter is equal to 2 units. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units. Do you remember? The same thing they have written here. In map also we use the scale. 2 centimeter is equal to 100 kilometer. If two places have distance of 3.2 centimeter in the map, then what is the actual distance in kilometers? Simple logic, we know for 2 centimeter 100 kilometer in the sense, for 1 centimeter 100 by 2, isn't it? We will divide it and then we will find it for 3.2 centimeter. We will multiply it by 3.2. This method is called as unitary method. How to make use of this fraction here? See, they are writing it in ratios. Both these are in centimeter. So this is one ratio. 2 is to 3.2. See, 2 is to 3.2. And here for 3.2 centimeter, I don't know the kilometer. That I will have it as x kilometer. So 100 kilometer and x is another ratio. You should keep up the order. If you take 2 is to 3.2, you have to take 100 is to x. If I take 3.2 is to 2, I have to take x is to 100. Order is very important while you compare using ratios. So we have written 100 is to x as 2 is to 3.2. Hope you understood how we got this statement. We are comparing the centimeter and kilometer. So I can write 100 is to x as 100 by x. This as 2 by 3.2 in fraction. Then I cross multiply. This 3.2 will get transposed to 100 and this will transpose to 2 into x. Then I will have this x as it is. I will transpose this. So I will divide it by 2. So I got the same step that I have it here in unitary method. Okay, this is a simple logic that we were using so far, right from 3rd standard. In division, they will tell you no, if they are given for many and asking for 1, you have to divide. When we are finding it for 1 is nothing but unitary, unit. So this method is called as unitary method. This is simple logic that we were learning right from 2nd, 3rd standard onwards. And this is, we are learning new concept ratio and that is being implied here now. Hope it is clear how to find, compare quantities and find other unknowns. And here is one more example. A bike covers 150 km in 3 liters. How much distance can it cover? I don't know the distance. So I will have it as x kilometer in 6 liters. How can I write it in ratios now? Yes, if I write 3 is to 6 equal to 3, no? 3 is for 150 kilometers. So 150 should be written first. 150 is to x. Okay, now as usual you will write 3 by 6. Here 1 by 50 by x. Simplify and get the answer. So you will have x is equal to, you will have x is equal to 150 into 6 divided by 3. If you cross multiply as I explained you earlier, you will get the same. 1 3 is 3, 2 3s are 6. 2 150s are 300. So x is equal to 300 kilometers. So in 6 liters it will travel 300 kilometer. Hope it is clear for you. Now I used the concept of proportion and ratio. Okay, we are not going in unitary method. There is a definition for unitary method here. The method in which the value of a quantity, unit quantity, is first obtained to find the value of a required quantity. Okay, this is called as unitary method. If they ask you to find the solution using unitary method, you should go in for that method. But of course, they will not mention any method. It's in your hand to make use of any of the method, either ratio or unitary method. And last question in your exercise. Population of Rajasthan is 570 lakhs. Population of UP is 1660 lakhs. Area of Rajasthan, area of UP. How many people are there per kilometer square in both these states? So I have to divide it by the area they have given. They are asking us to find per kilometer square, isn't it? So I have to divide 570 and 3. Okay, see, that is what they have given. I got a number 190. Similarly, if I have 660 divided by 2, I get 830. Now compare these two. Which is more populated, Rajasthan or UP? Yes, Rajasthan is less populated and UP is more populated. They are asked for less populated state. So I have to write Rajasthan as less populated. Hope it is clear, children. So today you have to do the few problems, only 3 to 4 problems in video in classwork note, and complete exercise 8.1 fully in homework note. Okay, first question and second question fully in homework note. Third, I have done it in video. Thank you, children. Take care, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye-bye.